Hey up, good afternoon. Thought I'd touch base with you all. Old steering wheel with two hands, otherwise old trolls will be at it. Talking of trolls, today Sheffield Telegraph and Star's run an article about this channel, YouTube, and me dispelling myths. They've also mentioned that I believe, which I'll stand up and admit, yeah, it's my view, that paedophiles, nonces, rapists and murderers should be took to Knowsley, coppers, good job I'm going this way, Knowsley Safari Park and fed to lions. Because, I mean, lions has never done no wrong to me, but even if they don't eat them, they can just pull them to pieces. Anyway, Telegraph and Star saw that and thought, good point, why should we keep them? So they run an article and they put it on today. Well, you can't believe it. All vermin and trolls were already up out of bed. God knows why, because most of them don't get up while dinner time. But they'd seen it and they're putting horrible things on. Oh, he were horrible to me. Oh, he demanded money off me all through Christmas. Well, let's get it right. You're still not paid for funeral account. Never mind all through Christmas. And I'm not going to waste my Christmas demanding money. That's why we have accountants and debt recovery people. Nutcase. Anyway, oops, just to pull that there, so I have to go a bit faster. Anyway, as I was saying, all trolls, and then one troll in particular, who I know very well, was put, is not even depressed. So I thought I'd put this on, look. I mean, you're not going to actually put that Sertraline. Hang on, it's got my name on the other side and all. There you go. So I'm not going to put that on, am I? These are my Sertraline tablets. Now, 2 years ago, all the trolls attacked me on social media. Thanks to my stepson, who don't get any money off me now. So, yes, just mention that as well. Because I don't mind, I'm quite open, me. Just say it as it is. Set an 8-page up, and all trolls who decided that, you know, it's like they did with that young lass who hung sen, and have they done with him what were gay and he's sent to jump in queue, or so they were. Go on social media, keyboard wizards, because they're sad, pathetic vermin who get no attention. Most of them don't get any attention in bed, never mind on fucking internet. So what do? They decide, we'll have a dig at him. We'll have a dig at him. Because he's successfully, he employs 11 people. He's got his own business. We'll have a dig at him. That's what they do. Now, before I had them Sertraline, it right got to me. Seriously, I'm going to swear, so no kids watching. It fucked me head up totally. Because I thought, hang on, these are people who I thought were alright. These were people who I actually called friends at one time. But they weren't. They're just vermin. And what happened were, a certain woman, who shall not be named for legal reasons, says, my families, they're not her family, she's on dole. Never worked a day in her life. My families want compensation. So as soon as that comes out, oh, we'll get money back for my daughter's funeral. Oh, she never even paid grave for. Well, one of them spouting a little mouth off. Never paid for funeral, didn't pay for nothing. Hers and 3 limousines. Didn't pay for none of it. But she were there, oh, he talked to me horrible. Let me leave this thing with you today. If I were buying a car, this car, and sales rep were horrible to me, spoke vile to me, said horrible things, would I continue to spend 3 grand with that person? No, I wouldn't. I'd think, you know what, there's more than one, I'll go to somebody else. Would I, after I'd bought the car, don't forget we're talking about funerals, but would I then send thank you cards and flowers to staff and biscuits and chocolates? No, I wouldn't. But then 12 months, 18 months, 2 years later, see something on social media and think, you know what, I'm going to get compensation back for funeral. I mean, you couldn't write it, could you? Social media is fantastic. It's brilliant when it's used in the right context. But sadly, some people think that it's a platform where they can slate people. Because they can do it behind a keypad, but they don't want to do it to your face. I've met trolls at funerals. They look the other way. They never say a word. They're bottleless, spineless morons. They actually think that we keep their loved ones' ashes forever, even though they aren't paid. They think that by law we have to keep them. No, we don't have to keep them. You're given a time to come and collect, or we deliver them, and after that, it's up to us. Certainly, if anybody watching, if you haven't paid for your funeral, why should I do anything for you? I don't have to. One idiot put on Telegraph and Star today, seriously, you have to do funerals, because I'd put that this idiot hadn't paid. She put, you have to do people's funerals. No, I don't have to. We look after decent families. We look after nice people. I don't have to look after anybody, realistically. I'm not government owned. I'm not council owned. I'm an independent funeral director, a member at National Federation of Funeral Directors. So I choose as well if we want to do a funeral. It's not about you've got to do it. Funeral directors haven't got to do anything. Funeral directors do it because they actually care about what they do. But sadly, it doesn't always work that way back. Because some people just think, oh, I'll say you would talk to me horrible. And then, it's funny how there's never a witness, is there? Do you know what I mean? Never a phone conversation or out like that. They just think, oh, I'll just say he spoke to me horrible. I'll not say that I pinched my mother's money, funeral money, and my son spent it on drugs, and my dad says I weren't allowed to visit at chapel arrest, and I weren't allowed at funeral. I'll not put that. I'll just put on social media, he wouldn't let me see my mum. He said that she was black and I couldn't see her. A lot of crap. Absolute and utter load of rubbish. You think it's wound me up today. Good job I'm on fucking Sertraline, otherwise I'd be through the roof. It don't wind me up anymore. I look at the comments and I think, sad, pathetic little vermin. If people, some of these people, went and got a job, they wouldn't have time to slate other people. They just wouldn't have it. But they do slate other people, and it's just how the world is today, innit? Anyway, I'm going out to my third arrangement of the day. It's been manic, it's been really busy. Looking after some beautiful, lovely families. So, I hope you all have a good day. Thanks for liking my page, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for leaving me a message. I've been full of cold, so don't get too close to the camera. Anyway, I'll catch you all later. Ta-ra, everybody.